engineers contribute substantially to global energy technologies by ensuring the understanding and advancement of the critical processes for energy conversion, energy storage, both chemically and electrochemically, and in the foreseeable future, also heavily integrating those principles in all aspects of mobility and also the cross-cutting areas of food sustainability and water quality through the so-called food water energy nexus. The department has a collection of extremely interesting research programs in the area of energy engineering and energy technology, starting with the programs of our chair today, Erdem Sesmas, who is developing new catalysts for the most important chemical processes of hydrogenation, dehydrogenation, and CO2 conversion. And he is using nanotechnology, and actually one of the most scalable aspects of nanotechnology, spray pyrolysis and flame pyrolysis, to produce catalysts of unusual structural formulation that allows to advance more than one reaction on their surface. Professor Sasmas integrates his work with many research uh, corporations, with many companies, and works also with Department of Energy programs. The work is supported broadly by the talents of Robert Nielsen, known to most of us as Smith. He joined our department last year after a long tenure with Caltech, when he was one of the main contributors in the computational catalysis and computational electrocatalysis center. He is a developer and practitioner of density functional theory and molecular dynamic calculations as they apply to energy relevant reactions. He's a critical support and an advancer of understanding of structure to property relationships, starting for elucidating electronic structure through reactivity pathways and development of correlations and roadmaps. So that's the programs of Professor Nielsen. They are theoretical in character, but linked to all of us experimental chemical engineers in this group. My group is working in designing new catalysts for fuel cells and also new catalysts for carbon dioxide conversion and further valorization. We also work in the new area of activation nitrogen to achieve ammonia or urea. The hallmark of the group has been utilization of carbonaceous materials and their integration at nanoscale with oxides or metals to achieve high performance catalyst. And currently, most of my work is supported by the companies that you can see here as logos. And I work closely with national laboratories and also funded by the Department of Energy. So this is electrocatalysis program that is linked to the electrochemical surface area programs of Professor Vojislav Stamenkovic, also known as Voya. He just joined us from Argonne National Laboratory to onset here at UCI a new level of understanding of catalytic interfaces, new battery materials and battery integration, but also give a leadership to the newly formed center called Huriba Institute for um, Mobility and Connectivity. And then there is this square there because it's a connectivity of automobiles to the grid and connectivity between autonomously moving automobiles. So he is bringing both fundamental science programs in surface science of materials and their engineering towards electrochemical processes and applied science of integration of such devices into mobile technologies, mostly automotive technologies. Professor Irina Zenyuk, who is the Associate Director of the National Fuel Cell Research Center, is a scientist who bridges all the scales in fuel cell technologies, from materials development to understanding of the processes, building devices, and integrating those devices in fuel cells, electrolyzers, and batteries. And after integrating them, studying them with X-ray um, computed tomography, she's one of the pioneers of in situ operando characterization of such devices, and specifically the first person to do that for electrolyzers and one of the first person to do that for batteries. Her programs are broad and they are housed in the National Fuel Cell Research Center, when many of us collaborate. That's a home to the oldest and most active hydrogen fueling station, lots of applied research linked to the infrastructure and the microgrid around the campus. And as uh, Professor Vanagopalan said, we are benefiting dramatically by interaction and collaboration with the Irvine Material Research Institute, which is an exquisite site, probably one of the richest sites outside of the national laboratories for electron microscopy, spectroscopy, diffractometry, and in general metrology that is needed to study nanomaterials and processes at nanoscale. Indeed, our campus is located about 10 minutes drive from one of the most beautiful beaches of what I would call the American Riviera. Thank you very much.